There's a couple power cords over here. These two are from the chamber above. These two are the lower ones. They are all connected to this location, and are connected according to color differentiation. In that order: red, black, black, red. The two sets of wires must be connected in correspondence. It is to be noted that the color of each group of wires should correspond to the connection. Tighten them up with screws. Just connect both sets of wires all the way to the power module. Finally, check that the colors of the two sets of wires correspond correctly. Then put the lid on. Here's another wire that is the sensor for the temperature of the lower chamber that also needs to be connected to the motherboard inside. Locate the mounting port on the lower part of the motherboard. This position. Next, install the quartz tube. Pass the quartz tube in from the right side of the instrument. The quartz tube passes through this pipe on the left until it approaches the orifice position of the tunnel. This will achieve a sealed result. There's a seal inside this lid. Let's tighten it up. This is a pipeline from the outside air to the inside of our instrument.
Okay, confirm it.
Connect this pipeline with the hose on the back of this meter. Tighten the nut. Here's a buckle that connects the sub to the main unit. When you hear a click, that means it's connected. Now, we need to connect the power supply and the corresponding oxygen and nitrogen 2 gas ports. This is the heating area of the instrument, with heating wires and quartz tubes. It is in this area that the sample is heated and then cracked. Great, it's time to get those samples ready. Let's get to work. Let me introduce the operation steps of RT723C carbon black content tester. First, we need to get the weight of the empty burning boat. Record the weight as M0. Then put about 1 gram of sample on the burning boat. Please lie flat on the bottom of the burning boat. Weighed together and recorded as M1. Please record the next sample using the same method as before. Next, we put 2 sets of samples into the quartz tube. Then, using a hook, push them into the middle of the quartz tube. There's a mark on this hook, and this is the center spot. Now you can see that the sample is placed exactly in the right place. This location has the highest temperature of the heat pipe and a temperature sensor. Now you can close the cover. Connect the tail gas treatment device. Since there was air in the instrument piping, we first passed nitrogen for 3 to 5 minutes to exhaust this residual air. Turn the flow to 1.5 liters per minute. Click on the parameter to enter the parameter setting interface, the parameters we need to set up 4 paragraphs. 350 degrees Celsius, 450 degrees Celsius, and then the third stage is 600 degrees Celsius or 550 degrees Celsius, which is the temperature at which our sample is cracked. 550 degrees is the temperature of cracking. The temperature for cracking at 550 degrees Celsius requires us to maintain a constant temperature for about 20 minutes. For the remaining 20 minutes, we will take out the samples and weigh them. Weighing for approximately 40 minutes, if the time is long or short, you can change it yourself. And then the fourth paragraph is the temperature at which the sample burned, 650 degrees Celsius. Nitrogen supply at 650 degrees Celsius, oxygen supply, constant temperature combustion for 20 minutes. Then click Save and Return. Then we wait for it to be filled with nitrogen for 3 to 5 minutes before starting the experiment. After we applied nitrogen gas for 3 to 5 minutes, we click to Start the experiment. Then follow the program we set to start heating up. Then we have now heated it to 550 degrees centigrade and kept it constant for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes of constant temperature, we can take out the samples. And now it has been cracked. Take it out of the tube and let it cool for a couple minutes. Because when it touches the air, it will burn. Because it's still 500 degrees Celsius, it's too hot. After 2 minutes the temperature of the sample dropped and we could drag him out. After the temperature drops now, we weigh it on a balance. After the reading stabilizes, we record the weight as M2. Weighing the next specimen. Record the weight and push the burn boat back in. Push to our pre-marked position. The instrument is now in the cool-down period. The test is over. Next we take out the specimen. The samples are removed and cooled before being weighed. Record the final value as M3. Then do the same with the second one. Then we click on Data Calculation. Enter the corresponding value into the instrument. Finally, click on Calculate after each number. The instrument automatically calculates the result of carbon content.